All right, Efren, thank you so much. Okay, earlier today we told you about research that was recently published in the JAMA Internal Journal of Medicine, and we were curious, how many of you fall asleep with a light on or with the TV on? Because it turns out it's not the cheese, it's not the pizza, it's not the nachos, it's making us fat, it's just the fact that you sleep with the TV on.
Well, according to a 2014 National Consumer Study, watching TV before bed is a common nightly routine, a ritual for 61% of Americans. Many people use the TV to fall asleep. They say it relaxes them. And 58% of you who voted in our Megaphone poll say that you fall asleep with the lights or with the TV on.
All right, see now Darcy's team 42% that said no way. I'm the dodo and the 58% that says yes, we have a TV on in my bedroom when I fall asleep. So we wanted to bring in Rosemary Beltz, our medical reporter, to talk to us about this. Now, how on earth is this tied to 11 pounds of a weight gain?
Right? It's interesting to know that our audience is right in line with the national average. So that's kind of funny. So the answer is twofold, really, right? So we know sleep is important, right? So we already know that it decreases our risk for preventable diseases, heart disease, diabetes, etc. And we know that there's a link between obesity. But they never really looked at the association of artificial light. Now that we're living in a society that has all this screen, besides TVs, like being on
our phones.
Right, exactly. So that's the first part of it, which prompted this, right? So they kind of speculated it, but they needed to measure it. The second part is why is it? Well, our body's this whole, again, natural circadian rhythm. We rely on the sun, our melatonin to kick in, do all these important things for us while we sleep, regulate our, hormones, control our appetite hormones. So that is why. So we're staying awake longer. And even when we think we're dozing off, when you think you're dozing off with the TV on, you're not really sleeping.
Because you're sort of listening.
Right.
Yeah.
And anything that's going to make you take your attention away is actually going to affect this. Well, we're focusing on light in this study per se. So I find it kind of interesting, right?
So if we're not getting enough sleep, we're going to eat too much the next day?
No, and that was interesting too. This had nothing to do with how much you actually ate. So whether you snacked, wasn't it. The isolating factor was this artificial light per se. And all the women in this study were healthy. They were not pregnant. They did not have heart disease. So they really isolated just the light. So I found that interesting. And men, it has the same effect.
Let me ask you this. So I thought because I put down my phone at night, I was doing something good.
Right.
But I still watch TV. So conceivably, if I turn off my TV, am I going to start losing weight?
Maybe. I can
gain weight.
Let's do a study right now. I'm going to start turning it off and see what happens.
Right, and once again, back to study, may cause, right? We look for these words in it. So, but it would be interesting to see. And it's, again, when waking up tired, we shouldn't wake up tired.
Really?
Right? Yeah. No, because again, those hormones, right? And that means these hormones, we're kind of affecting the way our body is repairing itself at night.
All right, watch News 19 and then turn off the TV.
Exactly.
Stay with us. There's more Friends at 5 after the break.